All right, so we are talking schools football yet again, or not only football, school sport. We spoke schools football earlier this week with regards to children getting to play again on Wednesdays, what they call Sport Wednesdays. In fact, that's what we used to call them back in the day. They're back now, apparently. But we also want to tackle an issue that is very close to a lot of people's hearts in terms of social ills when it comes to bullying in schools. And sport has been used as a great tool to combat that. And we're going to be talking to one of the PSL players this morning here. Linda Mntambo joins me to talk about an initiative that he is a part of. Linda Mntambo is a former player at Jomo Cosmos, at Chippa United, Orlando Pirates, and now he's with Sekhukhune United. Thank you so much for coming through this morning, Linda. Let's start here. What is the initiative and why are you a part of it?
Yeah, firstly, good morning, and good morning to the viewers at home. I'm privileged and honored to be a part of the SASCO initiative, the Siyasizana program that they've embarked on in building 1,000 playgrounds nationwide. So it's one that started a few weeks ago. The launch was there in Diepkloof, Soweto, Ikaning Primary School, where a playground was, restored, built for kids to play more. So the campaign is about promoting active and positive play.
So that's the school there. We see on screen there some of the children lining up playing. Was it at the launch?
Yeah, that's the school in Soweto.
Okay. You're from Soweto?
Yeah, I'm
right?
from Soweto, from Orlando.
Were you ever bullied in school?
Yeah, I was. I attended school in Lenasia, and at some point I was bullied, especially in class. I remember there was this other boy in class that sat at the back, rude, corrupt, wanted me to write him notes most of the time. And, he used to threaten me a lot, and that made going to school difficult for me. But, I spoke to the teachers at the time and spoke to my parents, about it, and they managed to resolve it.
Yeah, and did you use football then as a tool yourself to run away from that, so to speak? I assumed you started playing football at school.
Yeah, I started playing football at a young age, probably 5 years old. I started playing football, and I think football really, saved me from quite a lot of things, and even bullying as well, because I was what you call a star in football, I was one of the favorite players, till today, and that made a lot of people love me, teachers, my teammates, classmates. People loved me a lot, and I think that in a way was my shield from being bullied a lot.
Yeah. So if you're a star player, so we're hoping we can produce a lot of star players at schools, right? Because if you're a star player, you've got, I assume, an entourage everywhere you walk at school. Now you don't, all of a sudden the bullying stops. You are that one that all the kids look up to at school. How do we bring this initiative into that? How does it help that? I understand there's 1,000 playgrounds across the country that are going to receive an upgrade because of this. How does that help with the bullying?
Yeah, I think it's a campaign that SASCO, for one, has come up with the slogan that people who care make things better. And one for sure is that SASCO cares, seeing what they are doing back in the communities, giving back and restoring and upgrading the playgrounds for kids. It's going to go a long way. It's like I said, not one, but 1,000, 1,000. It's a lot. It's going to be going on this year, going into the next year, 2024. And, I hope SASCO, achieves this mandate that they've come with.
And this is across the country, right?
Yeah, it's across the country.
But you have to enter as a school. You have to or you have to be nominated by someone who thinks you deserve that upgrade. And it's not only for primary schools, daycares also.
Yeah, and it's as simple, whenever you buy yourself a loaf of SASCO bread or rolls, you can scan the QR code or go into WhatsApp and follow the prompts and enter a school of your choice. So it's as simple as that. So people out there who buy Sasco every day, you know, stand a chance to nominate a school of their choice.
Okay, we're hoping that there'll be a churning out of a lot of stars like you, Linda, because you went on to play professional football at the highest level. Despite the challenges you faced as a young boy in school, you used football as that tool. And we hope that this initiative will give a lot of children an opportunity to be the star players who can go on to play professional sport and feel good about themselves, feel good from now. Because bullying is something that has plagued schools. Certainly over the last few years, we've had incidents of kids even killing themselves because of that. But let's talk about the now then. You tried to run away from me asking these questions off air. I want to talk about you facing Golden Arrows this coming weekend. Your team, Sekhukhune FC, Sekhukhune United, I beg your pardon. The international break is ending. Does that work in your favor? Does the break work in your favor? Or not, because your team can still get relegated, actually. You're not very far from the relegation zone. How does the international window help the team, or not?
Yeah, it does help in terms of regrouping, you know, reflecting on the matches played prior, before the break. And I think it has helped us a lot with our team. You know, the coach has managed to work with a few other players that weren't also part of the playing match day squad. And we're looking forward to, you know, playing Golden Arrows on Sunday. Hopefully we get positive results on the day. And
you're playing at home, right?
No, we're playing away.
You're playing away?
Yeah, we're playing in Durban, yeah.
Oh, that maybe is not so good for you guys, considering the support that Golden Arrows has received there. But maybe the pressure is also off because you're not playing at home.
No, look, our home record has been quite good, but we look to get positive results away from home. Like you said, nobody's safe at this point in time in the lock. It's so tight, and we want to also, you know, move away from the relegation zone and make sure that we step into the top 8. And hopefully next season we can be playing the MTN 8.
Yeah, you can still do that also. Another thing that we spoke about off air is the competitiveness of the league, or lack of. And I was saying to you jokingly that, guys, next season we want competition. We want things to be a little bit tighter and all of that. Because actually Sundowns can win the league tomorrow without even playing. They can win the league. They're playing in the Champions League, but they can officially claim the PSL title. What's your take, without putting you on the spot? What's your take on the lack of competition in the league?
I wouldn't call it lack of competition, but I would like to, you know, focus on ourselves, focus on Sekhukhune United Football Club, and not the other teams. We want to improve season by season, where we were the previous season into this season and going forward. So our main focus is us, our competition is us, and we set standards and goals for ourselves. So we want to achieve that as a team, and yeah.
And you have no opinions on how?
Look, we're focusing on our own race and where we are. Look, we are a new team. We still want to build from where we come from, you know, in the NFD, gaining permission to the PSL, and that's where we want to go. You know, we have our own standards, we've set our own goals, like I said, and that's where we want to go. We don't want to focus on other teams. The only team that we focus on is the one that we play against currently, which is Golden Arrows. We want to make sure that we overcome them and get positive results.
I knew you were going to give me that diplomatic answer, the one that is different to the one we spoke about earlier. But Linda, you are 33 now. Do you have ambitions of still making it to the national team? I spoke about the international window closing now. Do you have ambitions of doing that? I think you do have a Bafana cap, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Do you have ambitions still of getting there?
Yeah, ambitions are still there. It's just for me to focus on my job at hand and make sure that I do well on the field and off the field. And, you know, also just coming back to partnering with brands like Isasco and the good that they're doing for the communities. Like you said, you know, going back to ground roots in sports, we need kids to play more. You know, like I was given an opportunity to be able to play out freely and exercise a lot. So we should give, you know, big ups, heads off to SASCO for this great initiative that they've come up with, you know, focusing especially on development, because the development, the actually age group that they're focusing on is from 0 to 10, in making sure that they give them the confidence to play and play more. You know, the common word is just play. Then it makes things easier when you grow. You get used to playing more, and once you get the confidence, nobody can take that away from you. So it's that. You just need to get the confidence, play more, and yeah.
And it's that kind of confidence that gets you to play and represent your country at some point. But another thing that you mentioned there is communities, right?
Yeah.
Does this involve communities at any level? Do we have any role to play at all?
Yeah, we do have a role as communities to play, as leaders of communities as well. You know, I run the Linda Mntambo Foundation, an NPO, and our job is to also, you know, give back to the communities in terms of organizing soccer tournaments for young boys to showcase their talent. Yeah. So in that doing, we're taking them off the street, we're giving them confidence on the field, and I always like to say, you know, I think this is a good partnership, you know, that I've went into with SASCO, because that's one thing that's you know, close to my heart, which is giving back to communities, because I'm a product of, you know, it takes a community to raise a child. Is the entire community that was involved in helping, you know, nurture and bring up Linda Mntambo to the level that I'm at now. So what SASCO is doing, we need communities to also, you know, lend a hand and be there to create a safe playing area for kids. You know, give them that opportunity to play more, and gain the confidence that they need. Because, you know, exercising, playing more, it helps you in a lot of ways, you know, to deal with stress better, health reasons, and like I said, the confidence that you need to actually open doors. You do need confidence, yeah.
That's the important thing, right? Sport opened doors for you, and the aim for any child who's playing sport, especially in the townships. And one other thing that we're hoping is that it won't only be for football, because township schools in particular need an upgrade on facilities for sport that they would not ordinarily be playing, right? Sporting codes. So perhaps this initiative can go on and open such doors for them. But thank you so much for your time this morning, and we're hoping to see more of what you're doing with your foundation, with this initiative to help kids around the country to try and get to the levels that you got to as Linda Mntambo, playing for Orlando Pirates one day, for Sekhukhune, for Jomo Cosmos, hoping that Jomo Cosmos, of course, comes back into the top flight of South African football. Linda Mntambo, thank you so much for your time.